Go for it.
We've just caught a Downy Woodpecker. They look very similar to the hairy woodpecker, but the hairy is much, much bigger and has a stouter, longer beak. So the Downy Woodpecker, the length of the beak is actually less than the width of the head. So that's how you can tell them apart from a distance. Otherwise, they look very similar, black and white markings, white belly. Let's see if I can show the back. Black and white pattern on the wings. And all woodpeckers have a very sharp tail. The tail feathers are pointy at the end. And they use this as a brace when they're going up the tree trunk looking for insects and pecking on the tree. This is the tree trunk. They brace the tail as they go up. It helps them go up the tree. So it acts kind of like a third leg. They also have sharp claws. Again, for getting up and down the tree trunk. This one won't let go. And they have a foot arrangement, unlike songbirds. It's hard to see this. They have 2 toes in the front and 2 toes in the back. Songbirds have an arrangement of 3 toes in the front and 1 in the back. This helps woodpeckers brace themselves as they go up the tree. How do woodpeckers not get a concussion when they're smashing their beak against a tree trunk? They have a number of adaptations in the beak and the head and the skull to help absorb all that energy. The first one, it's hard to see here, but when they hit the tree, when they are pecking, they usually hit with the lower beak first. So most of the energy goes through the lower beak, and the beak actually curves upward with the impact, absorbing some of that energy. They also have a really long hyoid bone. The hyoid bone is forked on all birds, and it helps to operate the tongue, let them stick their tongue in and out. But with woodpeckers, the hyoid bone doesn't stop at the jaw. It goes all the way around the back of the head to the nostrils. Think of it as a seat belt. The energy that isn't absorbed by the lower beak travels around this bone, around the back of the head, and slowly dissipates as it travels that long distance. But it doesn't stop there. Most birds have a lot of air pockets in their skull. Between the top layer and the bottom layer, it's a lot of air in there. They're very susceptible to window collisions, for instance. But woodpeckers have a spongy forehead in their skull. It's very spongy, and that helps them absorb any energy that's still in the system.